Hey everybody, welcome to Bad Wrench Automotive. Okay, so we're going to talk about fan clutches because this one is really important, guys. Fan clutches can make or break your fuel mileage. They can also cause more load on your engine. When we got this vehicle in, this thing had a high load percentage, meaning that it was asking for more power than what it really should have. I have seen vehicles that are worse and the fans are not running because they're electrical, but there was still a problem. I can cover that in a whole nother video, and I probably will when we talk about throttle bodies. But this one is, if you guys are noticing a lot of roaring underneath the hood, your fuel mileage is down, and it doesn't seem like you have a lot of power, this is most likely the case. Let's take a look at this, guys. Here's a fan clutch. So, a lot of fans have gone to electric due to them being able to save the load on the engine. But for some reason, these are still out there yet. Now, a lot of vehicles, like I said, have gone to the electrical, but what we need to know about these is they use the temp being pulled from the radiator to determine when that should lock up and cool down the engine. So it's got to pull air through. And if you take your fan shroud off, you can cheat this system. The problem is taking the fan shroud off, when the fan does kick in, it won't cool the engine down properly. Let's take a look inside here at what I'm talking about. So here's where our fan would be. There's a shroud that goes in here, and guys, that shroud is currently right over there. So that has to go back in, because what it does is when that fan locks into place, it pulls air through into the engine compartment to cool this down, because the coolest air is out here. This is why if you have a restriction in your grill, you can overheat your car. So make sure that this is free and clear so that it can pull air through here to cool everything down. The misconception is that the fan pushes air this way. It would never work doing it this way. If the fan was pushing air this way and you were driving at 65 this way, all the heat would lock right here and you would not get the heat out of the radiator, meaning that you would have a push-pull effect and everything would remain where it is, and you'd get an accumulating heat temp because eventually it would get to the point where you're not cooling this down. It'll just keep getting hotter and hotter and hotter. That's another sign that maybe your fan clutch isn't kicking in at all, is you start getting overheating issues. Again, it's the fan clutch. And on electric fans, this has a dual setup, probably for air conditioning here. This one is for when the engine gets really, really hot. This should not kick in until the engine is at least over 210. If the engine's not over 210, this should not be kicking in. Now, some of these have a built-in feature inside the fan clutch that they will kick on the minute you start the vehicle. But as soon as the high idle comes down, this should release. If it's not releasing, like that one right there, you need to replace this. Taking this off is a bit of a nightmare, dealing with the fan shroud, reaching your hand in, releasing the 10 millimeter bolts that hold this into place, and wiggling this off of the shaft. You guys will need to have the fan shroud off in order to get this out. But you cannot take the fan shroud off until you've taken the bolts off. Those bolts are down here. So this is just an idler for the fan. It's powered off of the belt. So this is not a water pump, guys. This is just a pulley for the fan. You'll need to take the bolts off of that, and then you can go ahead and wiggle this out after you've loosened the shield, and you pull it between the radiator support or the radiator and the fan shroud. You'll have to tip the fan shroud back and pull it through that gap. That's how that works. Once you've got it out, it's really simple. You have four 10 millimeter bolts. Make sure the bolts are in good shape. If not, you can get replacement bolts, and you don't have to worry about the length of them too much. They can be a little bit longer here, and you won't have too much problems. But as long as you can get one out, you can see what you need. Also, this is a good time to check the blades on this. If any blades are chipped or cracked, do not put that fan blade back in, because it could shrapnel the blade, meaning that if there's damage on it, you shouldn't run it, replace it. This is a good time to replace it, and it's not worth causing $1,000 worth of damage because you tried to save $100. That's what this literally is. You guys will spend $100 to put in a good new blade than to run an old used one that's been heat soaked and had other problems. The only reason we're rerunning this is I've already inspected every single blade on here, and they are very, very good. Meaning that this one is not really heat soaked, and I think part of the reason for that is that fan clutch has been locked up for a while, and it's been running and keeping that blade cool. If it had not been running the entire time, this would have became heat soaked from the heat cycles of the engine. So just something to know. But when you pull those 4 bolts, you'll lift this off, set it down on the new one, and retighten it. I used my 1/2-inch impact on a 10mm socket, and these popped loose. I did put this between my feet like this, and I hit the trigger to loosen up all these bolts. This is the easy way to do it. You can't really do this one on the vehicle because you don't have room in there. So that's something to pay attention to. But guys, if your engine is roaring really loud, if you guys are noticing bad fuel mileage, and it just doesn't seem like your engine has much power, this could be your problem. Make sure you check it. Again, if it gets really tight on you when you're trying to spin it in the vehicle and it seems like it's locked up and you can't spin it, replace this clutch. It will make all the difference. Guys, I want to say thank you for all the support. Continue hitting the like button, hit that follow button, ring that notification bell, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.